welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Child's Play remake. So I did finally get the chance to go see it this weekend. I saw it on Sunday, not sure exactly when this will go up, but let's go ahead and talk about this film. I'm going to try not to get into too many spoilers because I know that it just did come out. If you guys want me to do more of a spoiler-filled review, maybe I will go ahead and do that later on. Just let me know in the comments. But we're going to go ahead and just talk about some of the stuff in this film, what I did and didn't like. So let's go ahead and just get into it. First off, all in all, I did actually enjoy this film. I know this is a film that has been getting a lot of hate. If you guys watched my trailer reactions, I believe I did 2 of them. I went into this actually pretty excited to see the film. I did have some hesitance off, considering the fact that we didn't hear or really even see Chucky in the trailers, and also Aubrey Plaza. I had some mixed feelings, wasn't really sure how I felt about her playing this mom character going into this. I kind of mentioned in my trailer reactions that I feel like a lot of times she plays the same character, so I was really hesitant that it was just going to be kind of that same attitude that we're used to seeing from her. But I actually ended up really liking her in this film. She was definitely a different kind of mom, obviously like younger, had Andy at a young age, and I thought she did a really good job. I really liked her in this film. I feel like you felt for her and her situation, and her just kind of trying to do these things to make Andy happy and not really sure how to handle the whole situation as a single mother. And I also thought that the Andy character, I thought that young actor did a really good job. I know a lot of people were kind of iffy about the fact that he was older than the original Andy. Why would he end up with a doll? But I think that they did a really good job with that, and I thought that that kid did a really good job as well. And really, I thought all the kids did a really good job. I really like that aspect of kind of the gang of kids coming together to defeat Chucky, which I don't really feel like is a spoiler. I feel like that's kind of obvious in the trailer. To actually talk about Chucky himself, I do agree. I feel like with the masses, when it comes to the way that Chucky looked, I was put off by that. I felt like, I don't know if he was super overly CGI'd or what the hell's going on with that, but I'm definitely one of the people who was not feeling the way that he looked, but at the same time, it's kind of understandable. That is probably what a doll like that would look like these days, especially having it be, part of this whole digital world where it's, connected to all of these other objects in your house. Again, not spoiler, they talk about that in the trailer. But I did like the way that they did Chucky. I think Mark Hamill's voice, of course, always scary. If those of you who don't know, obviously, I'm sure most of you know Mark Hamill from Star Wars. He played Luke Skywalker, but he also has done the voice of the animated Joker for years, off and on, as well as many other creepy, weird roles. And so when I heard that he was doing the voice of Chucky, I honestly thought it was perfect. I knew he was going to do a great job, and I definitely think he did. I think he brought a great new voice to the character. Obviously, it's different than what we're used to, but this film is different, and that's something I feel like you really need to remember when you go into this. This is a whole nother franchise, and I know it's off-putting because we do still have the original Child's Play Chucky franchise that's still been going for forever, and Netflix has been putting out movies every couple of years, so I feel like a lot of people were like, well, why another one? Which I definitely was one of those people as well, but this one just branches off. It's a whole nother story, really. I like the way they did it. I like that they brought it to a more modern world. They kind of X'd the whole possession thing. Again, don't feel like a spoiler, but all in all, I personally thought that it was a great film. They did kind of combine the sense of comedy with horror that I feel like we are kind of used to in the later films of the franchise. Kind of the first Child's Play movie is a bit more serious, and this one definitely plays with mixing the horror and comedy. Some of the parts were kind of meh, I'll say. I wouldn't say that the film was necessarily like terrifying, but there is quite a bit of blood and gore, which of course I really enjoy. There are a few parts within this film, I'm not going to get, again, too much into details, but if you've seen it, where Chucky is kind of doing that like run around thing where all you really see is like his feet, which they obviously do in the original franchise, that I really liked. I felt like that was kind of a bit of a shout out to the original, having it done that way. And also, it's just a really smart way to do it with Chucky, because it's really not going to be that terrifying to watch like this little doll run all the time. So it's, you know, cut into you seeing like the stabbings and things like that, but you don't really necessarily see Chucky doing too much of it, which I think is a good thing and really, you know, works with a doll film like this. But like I said, all in all, I did really enjoy the film. I definitely think that, you know, if you are a fan of Child's Play and you're hesitant about seeing this film, or you haven't seen it and you do plan to, just remember going into it that, you know, it is a different franchise. It is going to be different than the original, and I think that you can enjoy it if you know that. Aside from just kind of ignoring the fact that Chucky looks pretty ridiculous. So if you've seen the new Child's Play, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this review, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button for more horror related content, and I'll see you guys later with another video.